Hello, Virgo. This is Marley with Fawn and Fire Intuitive. I am doing June readings. This will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this video does not resonate with you, please check out my videos for your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. If you're looking for a personal reading, my information is down in the box below. And also, if you guys are on Instagram, please follow me there, Fawn and Fire Intuitive. I would love to connect with you. All right, so let's see what is going on for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising in June 2019. I did pull the Oracle cards before starting while I was just clearing my energy from the last reading, and I'm going to pull some tarot cards as well. So we started out with the Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. And then we have the Pig Spirit in reverse, using your mind wisely. And before I go into those, I am going to show you two other cards that came out because I'm feeling like it all goes together. We have, I just saw 111. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. And that came out in reverse. And my eye was really drawn to the full moon, and we also have a full moon in this card and in that card, 3 full moons. Mint Talkin', longing for home, belonging, one of the original light workers. That came out in the upright. So what I feel like in June, especially around the full moon, and it could be so it could be within 1 to 3 months, okay? 1, 2, or 3 full moons. But I feel like it's towards the full moon stage. And I feel like something's going to happen, something you've been longing for. But I also feel like it's imperative that you let certain things go, okay? Because you're being asked to bring a gentle touch right now and to use your mind wisely. And since this is in the reverse, I feel like some of the beliefs, some of the repeating thoughts you have, like the universe is ready for you to leap, and they're gonna catch you and help you like find what it truly is that you've been longing for. Like you might have a definition on it right now. Like, I know exactly what I want. Some of you, that is going to come in, but for others of you, you have a deeper longing, and you're like assigning certain people or things as the answer to that longing, or the answer to that emptiness, or the answer to that wound. And you're being asked to like just acknowledge like there's something you want. There is a home. There is something fulfilling that you desperately want. But for some of you, it's your beliefs. It's what you're focused on that actually is keeping it from you. So it's like, don't leap yet. Spend some time getting your thoughts in the right place. You know, full moons, it's a great time to do some shadow work, to release things that aren't serving us, to integrate the parts of ourselves that aren't as gentle. You know, because your kindness, your gentleness, it does bring healing. And it does shine light. It says the original, one of the original light workers. It does shine light into dark places. Oh, I have so many chills right now, especially in my crown chakra. Yeah, I knew that card was gonna come out. I just said it. You know when you're using your mind wisely because you're able to be gentle. As soon as you feel that anger, that resistance, that depression, shame, and you're just seeing that there's lack around you in a lot of areas, it's because there's some aspects of you that need to be integrated, and they're reflecting out on your world. You know, the moon, I love the moon. I love the moon, and I really feel the phases of the moon. But one of the meanings of the moon tarot card is, you know, not seeing clearly. Like in the dark, everything looks, you can assign, that's what it is. You're not understanding it all yet because you're kind of still in the dark. So you see something, and whatever however your mind has been, you know, whatever you've been focused on, you will assign a definition. You will either say it looks scary, it looks bad, or, oh, it's a dream. Like, it's something I really want. And the Five of Cups, you see, they're here mourning. But in the original Five of Cups, there's a man mourning. There's 5 cups spilled and 2 full cups behind him, plus a whole river that he can refill the cups with. Now, because it's in this deck, definitely, like, you've been through some stuff. And nobody is, I mean, I'm not, at least. I'm not belittling or excusing what you've been through, or, you know, saying it doesn't matter. It matters. You know, grieving is hard, and going through painful things is hard, and it does kind of shape how we see things in the future. But in that original Five of Cups, you know, he's focused on the cups that have spilled. And I've really noticed that when that Five of Cups energy is in our lives, you know, we're focused in one area where we don't, you know, we're still kind of seeing through the moon. We're seeing through glass darkly. We're not seeing, you know, the fullness of what we're longing to, like, actually be able to get there, to be the man on the moon, to get to the sun, get to the light, to be able to see it come to fruition. And it can be painful. It can be painful and stressful, or just, you know, make us really doubt our own self-worth. And as soon as we get focused on that, it penetrates every area of our life. That shadow begins to penetrate our life, and we start to see everything through the eyes of that shadow. So other relationships, our self-worth, when we look in the mirror, how we can perform at our job, what we deserve financially, you know. So you might have been betrayed in the past, or you might have been hurt in the past, or you might have been raised in an environment that wasn't safe, you know, and some of those things are still there. They're a part of you. And they've been teaching you things your whole life. But when they get triggered, it brings out a darkness that penetrates. And so you're being asked to use your mind wisely. Like, when you catch yourself going down this path of, like, discouraged thinking, projection, noticing the negative in everyone else, feeling jealous, not being able to be in acceptance or neutrality, not being able to, you know, stop obsessive thinking, you're being asked to kind of, like, visit the shadow, understand why it's there, integrate it, and use your mind wisely so that you get back to that who you really are, that gentle person, that light worker, somebody who impacts people, somebody who brings about change, somebody who's able to manifest, somebody who, you know, you are a person, you belong and you're wanted. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So that's just reiterating, you know, what I was saying. Like, when we focus on the grief, when we focus on the loss, we're not standing in our truth, and it's very hard to use our mind wisely. And I know with the Ace of Swords, it often is saying, like, you know, be careful because something's coming up that's, you know, might not be very comfortable. But because it's in reverse, I feel like these things are in the past. They don't define you anymore. We have the Ace of Hazards in reverse. And then the Nine of Wands. You're holding on for dear life. You don't want to let go of a certain cycle. But you're being asked to release. Like, the best way you can take a stand right now is to release. Because then your gentleness comes in. Then your truth comes in. The light comes in. You see clearly. Because right now there's no, the stable offer isn't coming in. And the past is almost like reaching out, haunting you. I want to see why these two aces are in reverse, but I feel to shuffle one more time. Death in the reverse, which is almost the Hanged Man, but in the worst possible way. Like, stuck between two worlds. Five of Swords, frustration, like I was saying, competition, power. Yeah, and that's part of why you need to, Wheel of Fortune, you're being moved forward for sure. And the Magician, manifesting. Wow, everything that I'm saying is really coming out. You know, when we come from a place of competition, which often happens, it can happen in every area of our life, when we're getting our self-worth from outside of us, we get very competitive. We don't want anybody to like hit our wounds. First off, our love wants to win. Our, you know, we can even get like super competitive in board games, sport, and none of that's bad. But it's bad when, not bad, but it can be a shadow when, in order to avoid actually looking at what's hidden in the shadow, we just keep like, we end up projecting sometimes, you know, we're not feeling good about ourselves. So then we project that onto everyone else, and we think everyone else is trying to hurt us. And then we get to be right. We get to be right, and we get to create that. And that's what begins to show up in our life. And I get it. It's frustrating. You're in a holding pattern. You have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, certain things you thought would have been manifested in your world. It's like, come on already. Like, it's not over. I haven't gotten my new beginning yet. There's just a need to release something. And then you have the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Positive change in your favor, you creating what you actually want to create. Okay, Virgo. Oh, I was going to pull in a love card for you guys too. Yeah. I mean, it's really about you integrating some of these beliefs, some of these thoughts, and some of this, that's going to disperse the negative, heavy energy, because we have playfulness in the reverse. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, your gentleness. And we have new love. All right, so there's something, like whatever you are trying to manifest in love, you're kind of just in this cycle where you're releasing. You're getting back to the light. You're really understanding what the shadow was, what's, you know, whatever you were focused on, what it truly was. And then it's spring. Basically, you're bringing in spring, new life, new growth in love. And it's really all encompassing, which is really exciting. Okay, Virgo, so I hope you guys are doing awesome. Again, if you want a personal reading, my information's in the box below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.